And now we're recording again.
We're recording again. Okay, well, we're on this motorcycle highway to hell.
Back
tunnel.
at it. We're back at it again at Krispy Kreme, is what we are.
I mean, I don't think this is a game that would pretend that it was at Krispy Kreme. You know?
And it wouldn't hit the sign.
What sign? Oh, shit.
From the
right, yeah. I forgot.
It's okay. Vine's dead anyway.
Vine will never die.
I know.
I mean,
in my heart.
Well, it can wither on the... I get it. Okay. Did you know... Guess how long it took me to realize that Tinder is called Tinder because it's trying to...
Light a fire.
Light a fire. Yeah. Took me... I knew what Tinder meant. The word. And I knew what Tinder was used for.
Mm-hmm.
But I just genuinely never connected the dots. For, years.
Yeah.
So, this minigame's weird because it's really hard to lose, but it's not really fun in the way that where you'd want an interstitial to be good, you know? What is cool is you can just literally run into them and then smash them, sort of. I can move forwards and back, and that's fun.
Doesn't seem like there's
this is going pretty quick.
Go.
Alright. So, motorcycle ninjas or whatever. You know what I was thinking about the other day? The One Piece fighting game. Did you ever play that?
No.
Are you a One Piece fan?
I like it. I like it a lot.
Those character designs are killer. That's the dude. That dude has way too much imagination.
It's true.
But I always thought that was a good hook for a fighting game because everybody's so weird and they all do weird shit. Yeah,
it's practically like a fighting game roster already.
Everybody has their own strengths and weaknesses and interesting ways of interacting.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know why I was thinking about it, but there's this glitch in the game where one of the characters, here's the guy with the spike ball early in the series. He had a move, a regular move, where he just swung the spike ball in this giant arc, and you could just do that forever.
No limits.
No limits, and it basically meant he was the best character. You know, or like Link in Soul Calibur for the GameCube, where you could just get somebody near the edge and then edge throw 'em. That shit was so satisfying the first time you did it, and you're like, oh, it's just an automatic kill. Did you like those games?
Soul Calibur?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to. 2 was good. I haven't played 1. Or any of the ones since.
So
the ones with Yoda and Darth
Yoda?
Vader. Remember they had one with Yoda and Darth Vader and the one guy in it.
What's the one guy?
From that one Star Wars video game. That's I guess.
Count Dooku.
Yeah. Exactly.
Really? I just pulled out a name.
It was there's this one, the Force. Oh, no, it was the Force Unleashed or something like that. You know.
Oh, the Force Unleashed.
What's his name? Starkiller. I don't remember.
Oh, Anakin Starkiller.
Exactly.
Yeah, from work. Have you ever met somebody with a really weird last name? Imagine if you met somebody who was just literally last name Starkiller on their birth certificate. What would you say to them?
I don't know. It'd be like that Hannibal Buress bit where he's your parents named you Hannibal. Hannibal is on your birth certificate.
And he's like, actually, no, you just needed to ask me the same question 3 different times, and I would tell you the real answer.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hannibal Buress is great. We all love Hannibal Buress. I guess the reason we're not really talking much about the game is because it's kind of boring so far, right?
A little bit. We've played this level
that's
before.
A good face. That's a good face that he just did. I already, stole these guys' power, so that's kind of a gimme. And then, the fighting mechanics of this just isn't that great. It's a lot of hitting, getting hit.
Get almost hit. To
get
pick up
almost hit.
technique.
Attack as quickly as possible. Like it's kind of a button masher. I forget if it gets better later or if it's just there's more techniques to make it seem better. I mean, this never gets old, to be honest. That's always going to be dope. But I mean, you know,
Push him. Oh man.
you can't push him off the edge.
What kind of video game is this?
Well, it's a PlayStation 2. Oh,
That's
right,
true.
right, yeah, okay. I see what you. I mean, that weirdly enough, that does more than hitting him with the giant ore. That's because the giant ore is a shitty weapon. Have you ever Did you ever go rowing? You're from Utah, so
I was in
probably
Boy
not,
Scouts, yeah.
right? They have lakes in Salt Lake. Oh no, I hear it. Okay, all right.
Yeah, there's all sorts of lakes in Utah. There's Utah Lake, there's Fish Lake, there's Bear Lake.
There's not a place called Fish
There
Lake.
is.
No, there's not.
Yes. It's like the second
It's
biggest
just
lake in Utah.
Fish Lake.
Yeah.
They just couldn't. They're like, well, shit. What lives in lakes? Bears?
Fish.
No, we use that already.
Damn it.
Fish. Perfect.
We got like a million lakes to name today.
Oh man.
Don't know why we
Back
saved
to-
it all for one day. But
Back. Oh man. Damn it, Jerry.
Jerry.
Just you had to leave me with this last lake. How many people have you met that are actually named Jerry? I've only met one.
My girlfriend's dad's name is Jerry.
Yeah?
Jerry.
What? Why did you say it like that? Is that how he says it?
No, that's how Kramer says it in the show,
All right.
Seinfeld.
Can I confess
starring
something
Jerry
to you
Seinfeld.
and our 2 listeners?
No. Yes.
Okay. Well, which one is it?
I don't. What are you confessing?
I've never seen Seinfeld.
You never seen it?
I've never seen it.
Huh.
Well, I mean, I think I've seen like one episode years ago, but not
Huh.
like recently. Will our friendship survive?
Yeah, I
People
mean,
love Seinfeld. Like that's the thing, right? People are
Yeah.
like, what if Seinfeld 2000? What if? That's a great question. What if?
you know, I always thought maybe Marvel Comics should do something with the phrase "what if." Or wait, are they? No, it's
What?
DC that does Elseworlds.
Yeah.
Marvel does "what if."
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they're both shitty at this point.
Yeah.
Dropping that hot anti-comics
Ooh,
heat
ooh.
on this video game.
Comic books are bad.
I mean, they are.
Who is the
Imagine
guy?
how much better our lives would be if we weren't in comics.
Who is the guy that railed against comics in the 50s? Turns out he was right.
Oh, Joe McCarthy.
Oh. No.
No. It was
Dr. Werner
Toboggan.
von Herzog.
Dr. Toboggan.
Werner the Herzog.
Hey, has Werner Herzog... Alright. Has Werner Herzog ever played a warthog in an animated film? Because if not, I've had a dream, and I've got a pitch for an upcoming one. I mean, what do you think?
Hakuna Matata.
It doesn't actually change your life? No, what am I doing? Is that like German?
He's German.
Oh, he is German. Alright.
My friend Timon the meerkat.
Yes.
Each day we eat bugs.
In many ways, we are the bugs.
When I was a young warthog.
You feel it, right? Like,
Yeah.
this is, like... So, do you think it's funnier to have it be just Werner Herzog, the warthog?
Excuse me.
Or for him to be, like, a really sunny warthog played by Werner Herzog?
Like a happy, excited.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes, like I read interviews where Werner Herzog seems like,
A jovial man.
yeah, like there was one time where someone asked him if he would direct like a new Bill and Ted movie. He was like, if I was offered, I would take it. Like,
I would fucking love Werner Herzog's Bill and Ted 3, The Final Journey.
Who was? He would
Keanu
just,
Reeves
yeah.
was Bill.
Or who was?
Or was he Ted? Which one was Bill?
Bill was Alex Winter.
Oh,
And
right,
Ted-
from Lost Boys.
Yeah, and Ted was Keanu.
It's weird that I have to get hit by... I think I have to literally... Except...
Interesting how we're talking about Werner
Oh.
Herzog and Keanu Reeves over this video game.
Well, it's boring. Like, there's nothing to, like, really get excited about.
Yeah, nothing really latch onto, I guess.
I mean, I just leveled up. That's cool, I guess.
Level up in the basement.
I mean, you know, like, there's not a whole lot of things you can do with the combos to do, like, different attacks. It's pretty much you learn a technique, you can use it, but it's never going to be better than your 5-hit combo.
Mm-hmm.
Which, you know, poor game design, if you ask me.
IMHO. In my honest opinion.
Oh, I thought it was humble opinion.
It could be both, I guess.
All
Oh,
right,
shit.
So,
Hey, you're
Paolu, your hands are way too big, Paolu. Look at that dude's
Whoopsie-daisy.
hands. That's like,
I mean,
it's like, what's Trump spelled backwards? Because, like, that's his...
Mert.
What?
Mert.
Permert?
Mert.
Anyway, apparently I just saved a child with a giant-ass hand. So, that's good.
I was gonna say, and a giant cowlick, but I look at your hair and I'm like,
Yeah,
what's to tell me that's not a cowlick?
Yeah, we're not allowed to make fun
That's
of
like
hair.
my cowlick.
Oh yeah, your cowlick's crazy. Bro.
It is.
Your-
Every hairdresser I've ever had is just like, it's just like cursed my cowlick up and down.
Dude, you
'Cause I
want to
can't get
hear?
it.
You want to hear something bougie?
What?
All right, so I've lived in LA 3 years now, 4 years, and like I think, I mean, you know, I grew up frugally. I think I'm a pretty frugal guy, but I've got weird hair to the point where I literally have to spend an exorbitant amount of money to get my hair cut just so that it doesn't look like shit for an entire month.
Yeah.
Because like my hair grows flat and down, and then halfway through it grows out in a weird shape.
Yeah.
And every time I've gotten a haircut from this person, from anyone but this person who charges a shitload of money, halfway through the haircut they've gone, uh-oh, and I'm like, what's uh-oh? And they're like, it's fine. And I'm like, what's fine? And they're like, oh, we'll thin it out a little bit. And I'm like, fuck. You know. So, that's my haircut experience. It's just, for somebody who's not really used to, you know, shelling out a lot of money for anything, it's weird for, you know, that's a real thing where I'm
Yeah.
like, I literally, it becomes that expensive because it has to be. You know, but so we just
Oh, you're saving
this is
the girl.
this is a very specific anime trope. I guess
People
you
in
just,
tubes.
I guess you just cut it open. You don't
Oh.
turn it off. You just stab
Yeah.
it open with your sword.
What's holding her up? She's in a dream, and she's like, I'm trying to learn how to fly in my dreams. Nice.
Man, everybody's hands are massive. Look at that.
Yeah. Well,
His
yeah,
hand
look
is
at-
as big as her head.
bigger. Wait, like
Bi-
including
yeah.
her hair.
Yeah.
Including her hair. Mycella.
Whoa, that dude's hands are giant.
Ugh.
That's ridiculous.
This isn't exactly romantic.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
I don't
be
know.
a famous samurai someday. So this is I don't
Isn't
know.
that weird though? Have you noticed, like in the last, well, since the 2000s, or like the 90s? In the 90s, like a big cartoon thing was like big hands and big feet, right? And then like it comes up to Adventure Time. After that, everything's hands and feet are just tiny.
Well,
You
they're
noticed?
hard to draw.
Yeah.
So everybody's like,
Why?
well,
why
I can
make
either
this
draw
thing
them
bigger?
giant or tiny. Those are the only two options.
Okay. Do you want to? We're coming up to the finish line of this one.
Oh.
14, We're
Ah.
at 1424. So do you want to like keep doing this game, or should we switch?
No, I want to at least finish the level so we don't have to do this.
Yeah. We can
Oh
at least do
shit!
that.
This actually does more than my sword. Hitting these
What?
ninjas with her. Look at that! That did 125. Literally
Ah.
does more than hitting.
What
hitting
happened
them.
to you, man?
Look
Oh,
at that!
You had a girl.
2020.
You hit me with a girl, man.
Look, hey, don't slut shame.
I guess. If you're using a human as a weapon.
Weirdly effective. See, that's even more poor game design. It's like, all right, we need to make them carry people sometimes. How do we make that experience less awful? Because everyone hates escort missions.
Make that the most effective weapon in the game. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, great.
It's just like.
All right, are we pausing? Because I'd
burger.
like a beer.
Okay.
These people aren't paying for sober Zaya.
Okay.